So y'all remember me saying before, one of my favorite things about the wintertime is having that hot comfort food? Well, yesterday, the high was 48 degrees. And y'all, this tomato soup, it definitely did not let me down. This was yummy. Here's how I made it. I started by using one large red onion. Of course, I cut off the ends. Then I chopped it in half. I used one half, I diced it for this tomato soup, and then the other half, I sliced it up to use in some fajitas later on. And y'all, I really should have used the food processor, but y'all, I just thought it would be easier for me to clean a knife. And also, why do they call this a red onion when it is clearly purple? I went ahead and put those in a bowl and I set those aside. Next, I added about 2 tablespoons of salted butter to a hot pot. I let that melt down just a bit, and then I added in those chopped onions. I let those onions cook in the butter for about 5 minutes, but I did have to add a tablespoon of olive oil just to keep the butter from burning. So yeah, I cooked those until they were translucent and soft, and then I added in a tablespoon of minced garlic. I moved that garlic around in the pot, mixed it in with the onions. I did that for about 2 minutes, and then I added a tablespoon of flour. Now, y'all know the idea with the flour is to help thicken up your soup mixture just a bit, but also you want to cook it for a few minutes, mix it in, make sure it's fully incorporated, y'all, so that you don't have that pasty, floury taste in your dish. Next, I added in 1 can of whole peeled tomatoes. Then I used my spatula to fold all the ingredients over to make sure it was fully mixed. I added 1 cup of no chicken bouillon broth and mixed that in. Then I added 1/8 cup of Italian seasoning and gave everything another mix. After that, I added 1/2 tablespoon of oregano and 1 tablespoon of complete seasoning. If you don't have complete seasoning, you can use all-purpose seasoning. Okay, I am an onion and tomato girl. So I'm going to use my immersion blender to break down my tomatoes just a bit so that I can have some chunks of tomato in the soup. However, if you prefer for your soup to be completely pureed, you can always transfer your full pot over to a food processor, completely blend it, and then move it back to the pot. So once I had my desired consistency, I wanted to add about 1/3 cup of heavy cream to the soup. I may have overdid it a little bit, but hey, it's okay. It's still good. So go ahead and mix that in until it's fully blended. And then let's get ready to eat. So I moved this to a bowl. I topped it off with some quesadilla cheese. And y'all, this was really, really good. But I mean, y'all really should expect nothing less. Because I post the food that always feel good going down your throat.